together with other travel agencies, we struggled to secure those flights. And all the travel agencies were the only ones, the Libyan travel agencies were the only one holding the seats. We attempted getting assistance from other agencies handling flights to that regions, but failed. We also considered booking chartered flights, but this was also not an option, as they also challenged landing directly in Benghazi, citing difficulties in that particular country. As a last resort, we contacted a Libyan hotel owner that we had met during the previous trip to Benghazi in October last year. The man who we know as Dr. Ali assisted us in booking the return tickets from Istanbul to Benghazi. In terms of lodgings, we booked accommodation at his hotel at an agreed rate, and the hotel bill was settled in full upon the team checkout. The only amount due was for the flight tickets the kid bought in Benghazi, and we had tried making payments at Al Baraka Bank as it was given to us, both in South Africa and in Turkey, as well as other South African banks, but faced difficulties due to financial rules and complexities. Two staff members, the Rufus Matsena and Dhlomo, remained behind after the rest of the team checked out to finalize payments arrangement with Dr. Ali. We paid based on cost estimate received. The hotel owner, however, demanded an additional amount, but would not give a breakdown or explanation of what he was it for. During this time, he refused to return our staff passports to anticipate the unfortunate situation that occurred. Despite this, there is a relegation to fight for our club. We are focusing on that. We will focus on flying Marumo Gallants flags high and hope also make you proud as we go into the quarterfinals of CAF. We thank you for your time, and I will address any other questions you may have as part of this media.
The system of paying the bills and stuff like that by, the channel transferring money to us so that we can pay. But like I said, it was meant to be bearable in a way because the team that we sacrificed for, they came to the country and they played 3 games. If you can remember, we played the CAF game, we played Royal AM and Kaizer Chiefs, and all the 3 games they never lost a game. So it was a plus to us, difficult as it was. And besides that, the support that we got, from you name it, from all walks of life, be it media, be it family, friends, and even people that we actually didn't know, they supported us through and through. And we like to thank everybody for the effort that they took, and to the media in particular. Thank you guys, because you put it out there so that people should be aware of what's going on. And yeah, we really appreciate. There's so many people that we need to acknowledge. Delco was there, SAFA was there, but I wouldn't wish that somebody could go through the same journey. But fortunately, we've got the ministry and we've got the federation, and I hope moving forward things like this can be avoided at all costs. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman.
I think the all 3 questions, they overlap with each other, and the answer as we go along. We played as usual. It was not the first time going to Benghazi. We played the team in Benghazi, Al-Khalid Tripoli, in the same stadium, staying in the same hotel. The plan was the same. But the issue here becomes they are on Ramadan month, and the availability of tickets is a problem. They are with the Libyan agencies, well, whole disease. I think I mentioned that it was very difficult to get the spacing there. And that's hence we went through Turkey and then into Benghazi. And then we had to get someone on the floor in Libya to buy us the TTT. And the method of payment is very difficult. You can't transfer anything, you can't do online, they've got the bank called Al Barak Bank, which we went here, Rose Bank, rejected us, we sent somebody in Turkey, rejected us. You can only pay hard cash inside the country, right in Benghazi. So you have to come up with the means. Have someone with a South African account, transfer the money into that one, go and withdraw dollars, pay them. Our accommodation was clearly planned with them, as I mentioned, paid for, done. Issue becomes the tickets. We wanted to know, only 19 people cross over. We see the prices over the airlines. We know what they have to pay. We did the same method of payment, we paid them, and that's it. But now when we demanded the invoice, we were given a lump sum amount, $37,000, pay. We asked, breakdown, pay, that's it. What else? It's a lesson to learn. And what other question did you say? Basically, for the two gentlemen, they had to make sure that we do those transactions in that particular method. There is no any other method. Thank you.
Sorry. Just on the part where, how long did it take you to realize you needed government help or outside help to sort the situation out?
It was at the time after the team has left, 2-3 days later, when we have realized we have paid everything and then the people can't get relief. And we immediately conducted the RCO in that region.
Thank you, Chairman. Minister.
Thank you, Chairman. My appeal, members of the media, I think let's avoid a secondary trauma. If you understand what I mean. I've had almost an hour with them. I know those kind of situations. When you get asked again, and then you really leave. So in as much as you want details, I will appeal to any of you as we have one-on-one with them. They've gone through already. Like I indicated that I've got a bit of experience of that country. Tebogo, you may think that Mamelodi Sundowns, they cruise when they go to these countries. When we were in Durban, I had about 3-4 days with some officials from Sundowns as well as the CAF president. They might not have shared this experience with you. They go through this. They go through these difficulties off the field and during the games. So there's no game, there's no team that is spared from these difficulties. It's something that we must live with. But I think there's some minimums we can do to mitigate some of these things. Like we said now, there's got to be some collaboration between this top table, the federation, the departments involved, ourselves, so that we know who goes where. The embassy has got a role to play. For example, the issues of language when we go to some of these countries. Our embassy can play a role when we go to some of the Arabic countries. Marumo, I don't know if there's anybody who speaks Arabic in Marumo. But so there may be those difficulties, but there are those services we as government through our diplomatic. So there was no diplomatic fallout settle, not at all. We've got good relations with a number of, if not at all, African countries, even at a sporting level, but also country to country. So that's why we were able, when we were in Durban, through DECO, and when we met, like the president indicated, to meet with the ambassador, to make sure that this issue comes to an end, because really, it was straining relations between ourselves. The story was hogging every day. We needed to resolve it. We don't wish a repeat of this. That's why, bad as it is, but I think it's a lesson to be learned. There are some lessons to be learned so that we do certain things correct. We may not win everything about their experience off-field in the continent. Unfortunately, we're not there. I was talking to somebody when Mamelodi Sundowns played in another country. As they were seated in the officials, the supporters of that country were right behind them. They could not even hear and whisper anything. They were deliberately put behind them. So these are the experiences we have. I mean, when we have clubs and countries that want to win at all costs, these are the things that we must live with. But I think we agree that there must be better coordination between the club, between government, different departments, and the federation, as we will do now in the next trip to Egypt. I try to answer. I'm just avoiding to relive the experience, and I hope that members of the media, with all the role you have played, at least you will respect that my appeal. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Minister. All right. Thank you so much, Minister.